reaction. This is a conspiracy video, reaction video part 2. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. My boy Trey right here.
Yo.
And without further ado, we finna get into the video. So, let's get into it.
Here in central Jersey, we've been looking for the past hour. I think we've seen about 40 or 50 of these drones. In fact, there's one over my shoulder right there. One after another, these drones appeared in the night sky.
Former Governor Larry Hogan shot this video last night. These lights over his hometown in Davidsonville, just 25 miles from the nation's capital. He checked a flight tracker app while capturing this video, and that the devices he was capturing were not on it.
The experience I had last night, however, changed the way I feel about this story completely. What I saw was more sophisticated than I ever imagined. The department says these mystery drones evade detection because they don't give off heat like regular drones.
They appeared suddenly, silent, coordinated, impossible to track. Beginning in late 2024, the east coast of the United States experienced a wave of sightings, not of ordinary drones, but of something much stranger. Large, silent crafts flying in perfect formations over towns, forests, even restricted airspace. And to this day, no one in power seems willing to explain what they are or why they're here. The reports started quietly. In October 2024, in Virginia, multiple residents near Richmond described slow-moving triangular objects gliding silently above tree lines. By December, similar sightings cropped up in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Maryland. By January 2025, the pattern was undeniable. Witnesses across 5 states had all reported the same thing. Unidentified objects flying in synchronized formation, sometimes in swarms of 10 or more. They had no visible propulsion, no sound, and often moved in ways that defied the physics of known aircraft. Military radar stations reportedly saw nothing, but witnesses across multiple counties all saw the same thing at the same time. Hovering black triangles, blinking red lights, and drones that made no sound whatsoever. At this point, NORAD, or North American Aerospace Defense Command, expressed deep concerns about the potential threats posed by these drones, as there were over 350 drone incursions across 100 different military installations in the last year. As sightings increased in New York, Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman authorized the local police to shoot down any of these drones that may hover near public gatherings. Even some private citizens fired at the drones. So, what are they? Official silence has left the door wide open for speculation, and some of it is chilling. Some believe the US government is testing an autonomous surveillance fleet, swarms of AI-driven drones designed to monitor urban populations. The technology exists: swarm drones, facial recognition, silent propulsion. But if this is a test, why the East Coast, and why now? One of the main theories that made its way across the internet was posed by John Ferguson, CEO of Saxon Aerospace out of Wichita. His company manufactures military-grade unmanned aircraft. John claims that in the 90s, when Ukraine returned its stock of nuclear warheads to Russia, approximately 80 of them went missing, and still have not been officially documented and secured in the years since. And it's his belief that one of those warheads may have made its way to the US to be used in an attack.
So, my belief is they're trying to smell something on the ground. Gas leaks, radioactive material, whatever.
This theory, seemingly backed up by the fact that in mid-December, 2 locations in the New York-New Jersey metro area were flagged as condition red, with counts per minute of background radiation levels exceeding the safety threshold of 200 CPM, according to the Geiger Counter World Map. On December 15th, investigative journalist Kyle Becker reported on this detail, and minutes after, the Geiger Counter World Map was taken offline. On December 16th, the DHS, FBI, FAA, and DoD released a joint statement in which they claimed that after a close examination of over 5,000 reports of strange drone activity, they had determined that the sightings were due to a combination of lawful commercial drones, hobbyist drones, and law enforcement drones, as well as manned fixed-wing aircraft, helicopters, and stars misreported as drones, and that there was no assessed danger to national security or public safety, a statement which contradicts several local governments, police departments, and NORAD's own data, claiming there were 350 incursions on military sites. Then there's the theory that keeps coming up, that these aren't drones at all, speculation rising that these are reversed engineered alien craft being tested in real-world conditions. The triangular shape, the silent movement, the abrupt disappearances. It's eerily similar to descriptions from the Phoenix Lights, the Belgian Wave, and declassified sightings by Navy pilots. And an event was about to occur that would push the narrative towards these possibilities, escalating the story to a whole new level. On January 1st, 2025, a Tesla Cybertruck exploded just outside Trump International Hotel in Las Vegas.
Marketing managers, your design bottleneck just killed another campaign launch. I used to beg our design team for lead magnets, then wait weeks. Now, I just drop my content into Designer and get a conversion-ready ebook in minutes. Professional layouts, perfect.
The only fatality being Matthew Liveberger, a 37-year-old active-duty U.S. Army Green Beret. Authorities determined that Matthew died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound moments before the explosion, which was caused by loading the Cybertruck with fireworks and gas canisters. In the days leading up to the incident, Liveberger allegedly sent an email, self-described as a manifesto, to a retired U.S. Army intelligence officer, Sam Shoemate. In this message, he claimed that the recent drone sightings along the East Coast were not conventional aircraft, but were utilizing, quote, gravitic propulsion systems, a form of anti-gravity technology. He asserted that both the US and China possessed this advanced technology and were deploying it for surveillance and psychological operations. In the days following the bizarre explosion, popular podcaster and former Navy SEAL Sean Ryan rolled out the email manifesto to his audience, along with Sam Shoemate. Sean described the revelations as mind-boggling and anticipated they would, quote, raise a lot of questions. In light of the sensitive nature of the information, Ryan announced on social media that he and his family would be disappearing for a few days, indicating that he at least somewhat believed the information he was helping expose was true, if not dangerous. The FBI later confirmed that Liveberger authored the email sent to Shoemate, though obviously they have not verified the accuracy of its content, referring to advanced technology. Overall, the fact that an active-duty Green Beret, one of the highest trained soldiers in the world, died to increase visibility on his claims regarding the drone phenomenon lends a significant amount of weight and importance to the whole affair. Despite there being hundreds of citizen witness reports and dozens of videos and dozens of news stories, there's still no public investigation into the drones. After watching just about every drone video that's out there, it seems fairly clear to me that these drones are man-made, but seem unfamiliar to the public as they are most likely much more advanced than what we are aware of. Based on the witness testimony that these craft were able to move much more quickly than currently known drone capabilities, and that they were apparently nearly silent. Whatever these crafts are, one thing is for sure. They are not hobbyist toys. They operate in silence, in secrecy, and without accountability. And until someone exposes the truth, we'll have to keep asking, what is watching us from the skies? Luigi Mangioni, a 26-year-old Ivy League graduate, stands accused of the December 2024 assassination of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in Midtown Manhattan. Arrested 5 days later in Altoona, Pennsylvania, Mangioni was found in possession of a 3D printed firearm, forged identification documents, and a manifesto denouncing the healthcare industry. Prosecutors allege that Mangioni meticulously planned the attack, with his notebook outlining intentions to target a CEO, and have charged him with multiple offenses, including murder and terrorism-related counts. However, some observers have raised questions about the identity of the individual in custody. Initial surveillance images released by the NYPD depicted a suspect with distinct features, leading to speculation that the arrested man differs from the person in those photos. First of all, we have to talk about those eyebrows. These are the eyebrows from the initial surveillance images, the first images released, and these are Luigi's eyebrows. Now, if it was the other way around, and the surveillance images had massive, bushy, almost unibrow eyebrows, that would be one thing. You can shave your eyebrows down and make them look really small. You can't go from small eyebrows to a bushy unibrow in a week. Then there's the differences between the outfit in the initial surveillance pictures and the outfit in the images that show Luigi's face. In the first image, the coat is some kind of rainproof fabric with no pockets, and the hood appears to be part of the jacket. In the Luigi photos, he's wearing a regular non-rainproof denim, canvas, or cotton jacket with pockets, and the hood is a fabric hoodie layered underneath. The backpack also changes colors from gray or white to black. Now, I totally get that an assassin would want to change clothes after a hit, but why would he change it to something that had basically the same color and shape profile, just with minute differences? It makes no sense. So those are the main reasons why people think Luigi may not be the real shooter. Then there's the conspiracy surrounding his capture. Luigi was captured at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, 5 days later, and 280 miles away from where the shooting took place. He was apparently spotted by a McDonald's employee who recognized him from these photos, even though he was at least at some point wearing a mask. The police responded, finding him not only with a 3D printed gun, but also with a full manifesto admitting to the crime. Some theorists have been very skeptical about the means of his capture, claiming the web of surveillance that surrounds us here in the United States is far more advanced than we've been led to believe, citing the fact that McDonald's has cameras with facial recognition capabilities in their kiosk systems, and that the NSA may have access to those systems through federally integrated technology. The user I believe started this theory, Six Sad World on X, pointed out Kroger stores also actively use facial recognition technology, not only to scan facial data to link to shopping profiles, but to potentially alter prices in real time based on a customer's data profile. Luigi's case is set to begin in December of this year, but he's entered a plea of not guilty to all charges brought against him. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. So what do you think? Is this Luigi Mangione? Let me know in the comments. Also, one more interesting little tidbit.
That's the end.
All right, guys, that was the end of part 2. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We will be back with part 6 of the conspiracy theories. So until then, again, y'all have a blessed night. I love y'all. Peace.
Lord, I lift up every person watching this video right now. Bless their lives with peace, strength, and joy. Protect their families, guide their steps, and answer their prayers. Whatever they are going through, remind them they are never alone because your love is always with them. Amen.